Hello again. I thought that I would do a brief movie review. I do talk about books, but I had to talk about this movie because it's one that I'd been intrigued by when I first heard that Tom Hanks had been filming it in Australia when he got COVID in 2000, and I knew that it was a Baz Luhrmann movie, so I'm talking about the Elvis movie. Now, I don't know much about Elvis. I'm not even sure which songs are his and which he covered and who covered him. I get a bit confused. I'd heard Unchained Melody, but again, I don't even know if it was his song even now. I've heard of Hound Dog and things like that, but I'm not an expert on Elvis by any means. So going into this fresh, I didn't really know about the Colonel. I didn't know the Colonel was his manager, had quite a devastating effect on his life because this manager was really controlling. He stopped him touring the world and kept him going back every year for about 5 years to a Vegas hotel to perform. I didn't realise that Elvis hadn't been around the world. He'd been in the army before he started, or in the military anyway, but I didn't know that he hadn't toured the world because of his controlling, very much in debt, manager who was played by Tom Hanks. Anyway, the thing about this that grabbed me, this 2 hours and I think it was 20 minutes movie, it went by quickly because it was interesting. There was a lot to say. It was historically representative, I assume. The music, and not just the Elvis music, but the modern mixes that were put in there, like Doja Cat and so on, they were really well orchestrated, organised, lots of flipping backwards and forwards, incredible fast-paced editing by Moulin Rouge director Baz Luhrmann. And Baz is an absolute expert at pace and working with music, so it was kind of a no-brainer that he was going to do a good job, but he did an excellent job. And Austin Butler, I think that's his name, Austin Butler, really mimicked Elvis. And as far as I can see from looking back at videos of Elvis, he did a brilliant job of his voice, his persona, his rhythmic dancing, which used to get a lot of attention and caused a lot of trouble. In fact, some states had banned him from doing those rhythmic moves because they were too provocative and he might get arrested for doing it. So he was in an awkward circumstance with his rock and roll. It was very much a new generational thing, but he did have a very sad time as well, including his downfall and his death. Anyway, all I can say is this was a really good movie. That's my short snippet. I don't want to tell you too much. I get carried away because I did really enjoy it. It's probably the best film I've seen in a couple of years, and you should go and check it out.